does it not just become a distraction from your own campaign and your own agenda?
You all are the only ones that are distracted. I'm actually going out talking to voters about the things that matter to them.
Angie Nixon has been on a roll since her shocking win in Florida. She's finally talking to these media figures with the attitude that they deserve. And she raised more money in 2 days than she spent on her entire primary campaign. She's such a powerful force that her opponent is literally running away.
Remarks this afternoon were limited and brief. Governor-appointed Republican U.S. Senator Ashley Moody, who this November will face her first general election test, didn't take questions following an appearance at this Miami-Dade Republican event in Doral, has not yet accepted an invitation from Local 10 News for a sit-down interview since her primary night Republican nomination win. Would you be open to a debate with her on Local 10?
Oh my gosh, I think our teams will probably meet and discuss all of that.
No word if and when the pair will debate.
The establishment is so freaked out that a member of DSA won a primary in Florida that they're doing nothing but attacking her. The best part is that she's so experienced and badass that she's actually fighting back, and they cannot handle it. I don't think that Kristen Welker here expected Nixon to actually clap back.
I don't understand what is wrong with me not wanting people to go bankrupt if they go to the doctor. There are literally people who are dying because health insurance companies want to deny their claims. They want to deny them life-saving health care. Like, that is wrong. Do we not see anything wrong with these companies doing this? They're only doing this because they want to make a profit.
Why join the DSA if you disagree with various parts of their platform? Does it not just become a distraction from your own campaign and your own agenda?
You all are the only ones that are distracted. I'm actually going out talking to voters about the things that matter to them. And so we should make sure that we're pivoting to the right conversations. The fact remains that there are people who are dying because they don't have access to quality health care. Meanwhile, Ashley Moody voted to end the ACA subsidies. As I stated, nearly 300,000 people fell off the Affordable Care Act rolls. There are people who are dying because they don't have access to health care. Also, the fact that Ashley Moody is corrupt, right? She's corrupt. She allowed $10 million that was supposed to go towards the most medically needy kids to be diverted because they wanted to defeat 2 citizen-led ballot initiatives. The status quo is broken. People are losing their minds right now and taking their lives and even taking their children's lives. And the people at the top want to stoke division and want to push this hateful rhetoric. At the end of the day, I have always been about the people of Florida, which is why my campaign is Angie for Florida. I want people to no longer just survive. They deserve to thrive and flourish.
Angie Nixon isn't even some sort of diehard DSA member either. She joined the organization during her campaign, but she also doesn't even describe herself as a socialist. She's more like a social democrat, which there are a lot of in the DSA as it's a large tent organization. Either way, those socialism smears are just falling flat, and the media has no idea what to do about it. Watch this clip, and remember, this is supposed to be liberal CNN.
So, given all of that you've just said, Hakeem Jeffries, who would be in line to be Speaker of the House, recently said he doesn't support Medicare for all. He's not on that bill anymore. He used to be. Is he wrong?
Right.
Why is the leadership? Do Democrats have the right leaders here in Washington?
He is absolutely wrong. How can you all of a sudden change the tune? And I'll tell you how you change the tune. When your corporate donors decide to give you more money so that you won't, that is up to the Congress people. I'm running for U.S. Senate.
Well, what about Chuck Schumer? Should he be the majority leader if Democrats take back the Senate?
I think I would possibly be looking elsewhere when I become the next United States Senator in regards to leadership. And we need to make sure that we have people who are centered on people, who are working for people, right? And so again,
do you think Schumer is going to support your campaign? Do you expect Democrats in Washington to send money to help you win?
I actually have Democrats in Washington already sending me money and already agreeing to campaign.
Have they committed to go on the air for you in a big way?
Who did you say? The DSCC?
The DSCC.
No, I haven't heard from. No, they're. Yeah, no, actually, our campaign is supposed to have a conversation with them sometime this week. But I want to be clear, because a lot of people, this is my introduction to them. I am someone who is a former vice chair of a Democratic executive committee in Duval County. I also worked for the state party, the Florida Democratic Party, as a political director and a field director. I'm also a union organizer. I'm also someone who is not ashamed or afraid to vote against my caucus if it's not in the benefit, if it's not benefiting hardworking everyday people. I'm also okay with voting against Republicans. It's not about that. It's about the people for me.
It's no wonder that once people started to hear about her, the donations started flooding in. It's still a long shot that she wins in Florida, of course, but you never know. Economic populism is powerful when it's paired with a looming recession, especially since she's bringing that smoke to the Republican fascists who put us in this situation.
He is so hateful. He also created this expensive political stunt where he went after immigrants because he was running for president and he wanted to make it seem like he was going after the worst of the worst, but he went after people who were documented here the right way and threw them in cages that had feces everywhere when it rained. Shame on him. He knows I can't stand him. He had me arrested because I let a sit-in because I wanted to demand a conversation with him about why he made it so that politicians could choose their voters and voters wouldn't be able to choose who would represent them. I don't like him, like at all. And he knows it. And I am so happy that his political career is done. And if he tries to run for another thing, Angie Nixon is going to be on that ass. Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
Angie Nixon is going to be on that ass. So, yeah.
Can we go back to that photo? Let's go back for 1 second.
That's why she's sending these Republicans skittering and scattering like the swamp roaches that they are. These MAGA ghouls want to sling pot shots from the couch, but they aren't in community like Angie Nixon is. Her being a state rep with a history of coming through for the people is why she won her primary. And she's already showing why she would be an amazing senator. For example, she's already doing a lot more than current sitting congresspeople to draw attention to the fact that Gary, Indiana, has been without electricity for 2 weeks now. This has gone severely underreported by the mainstream media, who are more concerned with Hassan Piker than they are with the fact that an American city looks like sanctioned Cuba.
They're NIPSCO. Everybody pays them. We don't pay, we get cut off. But when disaster happens, they want to charge us X amount of dollars, but we already paying into this. They got billions, trillions of dollars. We working day to day on paychecks. So yes, they could have did better. They got the money. We don't got the money. They say they supposed to maintenance that yearly. They haven't been out here in a year or two, maybe 3 years. I can't sleep at night because I can't plug my sleep apnea machine up. I can't afford a generator. I'm working on a month salary. So therefore, we need them to either give us generators or get this power up and running. We got a 91-year-old man that lived at the end, almost at the end of the thing. They had to rush him to the hospital. We had an elder lady across the street. She had medical condition. She bedridden. People come out to help her also. So we really need them to work more faster because we don't want to lose no lives if we don't have to.
Gary, Indiana is one of the poorest and least supported cities in America. It's ironic that the ghouls in office have the gall to talk shit about any other nation when this is how we treat our own people in the richest nation to ever exist on Earth. And the reason is simple. The capitalist Epstein class wants to Gary, Indiana, the entire nation. So it's up to us on the left, who seem to be the only people who have any shred of humanity at all these days, to actually do something about it, which is why we can get Angie Nixon elected against the odds. I'll leave her donation link in the description, and if you want to support our channel, you can do so just by watching and subscribing. I'm Tony Hinderman, and I'll catch you next time.